What's going on? We back, Goodfellas Sports TV. What the business is, man. We grinding. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon button. We'll miss another video. Canelo Alvarez says that he wants the Floyd smoke once again. Eric Gomez said on the conference call for Rocky Fielding that Floyd wouldn't take that fight. I'm paraphrasing. But Canelo ready for the fight. Canelo came back and echoed that as well. Said, you ready for Floyd? Like, motherfucker, you like 8 years late. All right? That shit happened, 2013? We about to be in 2019, 6 years later. You ready. Like I say, man, the sport of boxing ceases never to amaze me in this era. This era may be the worst era in sports history. For individual, team sport, whatever sport. This era may be the worst era in a major sport history in the world. You know, when you're talking basketball, tennis, hockey, golf, NFL football, NCAA football, but this is by far the worst era, in my opinion, in sports so far. From 2009 to now and going forward, it's a terrible era right now in boxing. You got Canelo Alvarez trying to fight a welterweight. You know, why he moved up to 168 pounds, okay? I mean, why? I mean, you can say, hey, what's going on? Dimitri Bivol called me out. Oh, Callum Smith is the real Super WA champion or title holder and the lineal super middleweight title holder. You know, hey, Gilberto Ramirez, if you beat Jesse Hart, what you got going on? I got business at 160. You know, Jermall Charlo. I mean, me and Danny Jacobs could end up on the zone together. Demetrius Andrade is on the zone. Hey, a Triple G trilogy. Okay? He acting like, let's do it now, Floyd. Yeah, you can come up to 160 and, like, shut up. This dude is 41. And for one, you didn't earn a rematch. You was young, okay? You was young. People say, well, he wasn't ready yet. He had never been ready for Floyd at that weight. It had never happened. He had Austin Trout to get him ready, okay? He did all that. He would never been ready. He didn't win a round. He did not win a round. 12-0. He was shut out. He was shut out and embarrassed. They probably gave him some sympathy rounds. You know what I'm saying? But he was shut out. Okay? Go fight other fighters and redo your legacy. Because your legacy is murky. If you didn't have a whole bunch of dudes slobbing on your knob, all right? If you didn't have a whole bunch of Mexican fan base, you would be an ordinary fighter. You'd be one of the most ridiculed fighters, just like Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya got a lot of gift decisions because he was Mexican. He was a ticket puller. Okay, he pulled pay-per-views. He built tickets. He put asses in the seat. That's the only reason why. All right, a lot of great Mexicans were only really, really good, and their careers were fabricated or exaggerated because they were popular. Chavez Sr., he was just popular. He was a good fighter. But if that's Mexico's greatest fighter, he had an L a long time ago that they erased off his record to show you how greasy they is. Okay? Got whooped by Frankie Randall a couple of times, but they got the robbery. Got whooped by Pernell Whitaker. Got robbed. So this is nothing new in boxing. Ticket pullers, Mexican ticket pullers, they get the benefit of the doubt. Ticket pullers in general. Pay-per-view pullers in general. Floyd Mayweather got the benefit of the doubt. Canelo Alvarez got the most benefits of the doubt in history. Because you can argue he lost to Austin Trout. You can argue he lost to Erislandy Lara. You can argue he lost to Miguel Cotto. You can argue he lost to Miguel Vasquez once or twice. There about four, 5 fights right there. You can say he lost to Triple G twice. He's never clearly dominated a big fight. James Kirkland was trash. That was a match-made fight. And Gulo had already been in war with James Kirkland and Erislandy Lara. Canelo Alvarez has never dominated an elite fight. The only pay-per-view fight he dominated in was Liam Smith. And Liam Smith, he wasn't a great fighter. Still not a great fighter. Okay? So he should be trying to rewrite his legacy and fight the Charlo. Or Danny Jacobs to Demetrius Andrade. But you know what? He don't want to fight nobody in that mode. Because last time he fought somebody in the mold of them that was athletic, the last 2 times he fought guys like that, and Lara and Floyd Mayweather, he arguably lost to Lara. And Lara is a stuck in his ways Cuban fighter, 1-2 fighter. That's it. If Lara can get out the the crevice of being a 1-2 fighter as far as just throwing 2 punches at a time, not really a jab and a straight left hand. I mean, just can put combinations, get more active, and be a better offensive fighter, it'll be a wrap. You know, Jermall Charlo can do the same thing Lara can do at this point. Okay? I don't think he got great defense, and neither do Lara, but he can do the same thing. He can move and outbox Canelo. That's why Canelo not saying his name. You don't give me that BS that Canelo don't know who Charlos are. He damn sure know who they are. He's aware of the mandatory situation. Took a picture with him. You know, he need to keep his eye on the real prize, and that's fighting the guys around him. You know, if it's that super middleweight, fair game. Beef said he'd come down. Callum Smith is the super WA champion, you know, and the lineal champion of the division. So you can call him the champ. He's the lineal champ. Gilberto Ramirez there. If he beat Jesse Hart next month, I think it is. You know, it's people there to fight. He just think Floyd is his old man. They got a beer belly. They've been sitting out on the curve and ain't got in shape. If you can go down to 54, you know, fight Floyd then again. Because Floyd gonna beat his ass again. Y'all talking about, well, Floyd is, oh, this nigga don't abuse his body, bro. This dude stay in shape. You don't never catch Floyd out of shape. And it wasn't about speed and power in that fight. It was about skills. It was about rhythm. And Canelo Alvarez, as much as he want to be a slick fighter, as much as he want to be the Mexican James Toney, he don't have that natural black rhythm that black fighters have. He does not have that rhythm. Okay? That's a fact. He doesn't have that black rhythm. And when he gets in there with a real fighter that has real black rhythm, real melon rhythm in the ring, he can't deal with it. That's why he doesn't want to fight Charlo. That's why he don't want to fight Andrade. That's why he don't want to fight Danny Jacobs. Even Danny Jacobs is the worst rhythmic mover out the three. That's why he don't want to fight them type of guys. Okay? He going to continue to bring up Floyd, and then he going to go from Floyd to Errol Spence because he does not want to fight the sharks that's in his ocean. He wants to go over there and tangle with the motherfucking dolphins and shit. You know, he want to go see what the great white whale about, not knowing the great white whale will snap his neck in half. You feel me? He don't want no smoke, bro. And that's why he want to use Floyd and call Floyd name out. Now, it ain't about money because he got the money. And we damn sure know Floyd ain't coming on no zone. We can tell you that right now. So he wasting his time. He needs to be handling his business and fighting the guys that's in front of him. You know, maybe at 68 and 160, but we know why he went up to 168. You got writers saying, oh, he went up to 168 because he just needed a rest from making weight. You know, it's just a voluntary fight, so he ain't got to make weight. Bull snitch. Boy. Motherfucker just got at 160. He's fought 2 fights at 160 versus Golovkin. He fought 164 and a half versus Chavez Jr., okay? So you telling me this dude went from 155 to 154 to 155 to 154 to 155 to 160. He fought 2 fights at 160. He can't make 160 comfortably? That's a joke. I mean, he ain't dedicated enough to his craft, bro. So you telling me this dude can't make 160? He only had 2 fights at 160. He already ready to move up because he having a hard time making 160. He can get his ass whooped at 160. Okay? He gonna get his ass whooped. If he having issues making 160, and it sound fishy to me, all right? It sound fishy to me. It sound like he ain't got no hamburger helper. If you catch the drift of what I mean, he don't seem like he got the hamburger helper to help him make that weight no more. That's why he going to 168. Seem like he has some assistants making 160, and I guarantee he had some assistants making 155. We know he had assistants making 154. We know he had assistants making 152 versus Mayweather. All right, that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like he ain't got no hamburger helper to help him across the way. He ain't got no helper to turn his hamburger helper into hamburger helper. A lot of people might not catch what I'm saying, but that's the real business, man. You know, a lot of people overlooking that. You got to keep your eyes wide shut and sometimes listen. But keep your ears wide shut and keep your eyes wide open, if that make any sense. But hey, it's Good Fellow Sports TV. Y'all know what the business is, man. I ain't gonna harp on this too long. Shout out to my brother Tom Business. Seen this video on this, man. Salute. Brother working hard. We gonna continue to get it in one time for the one time. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit the bell icon button. Don't forget we on Facebook, Twitter. Also the email in the description. We'll make a donation to the channel. That's most appreciated. But do me one better. Retweet the videos out, screen record them, share the videos across the net. We trying to run it all the way up to as many subscribers we can get. And I appreciate everybody for jumping along. Y'all know what the business is. Goodfellas Sports TV. We gone.